Part of our commitment to putting Southeast Texas first means getting answers to your legal questions. On Wednesday afternoons, we take time to ask the judge. And this afternoon, we are joined by Judge Courtney Arkeen from her courtroom there in Orange County. Judge, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Welcome to the show. We've got three good questions. The first one here from a viewer who has a medical billing question. This person says, the Medical Center of Southeast Texas does not refund overpayments. Each trip to the hospital or a doctor's office, they give a new account number. If an underpayment is made, they bill once insurance is paid. But if an overpayment is made, they ignore the overpayment. The person says, is this legal?
And the short answer, Jordan, is no. I would suspect that it's probably more of just an internal auditing issue. It takes a while for all of these payments to come in and be processed and then to go back and audit them. There is a provision in the Texas Insurance Code that requires a physician, hospital, or other healthcare provider that receives an overpayment from an enrollee. They must refund the amount of the overpayment within 30 days from when they realize an overpayment has been made.
Oh, okay. So check the mail and maybe start encouraging them to follow that, perhaps.
Yes, and do your own audit and follow up, I would say.
Yeah. Okay, this next question comes from Eddie, who says, is it legal to hold up a case just because the attorneys don't approve of the bank statements or delinquent letters from a closed delinquent credit card account? I know it's kind of hard to predict what's happening here, but maybe you can tell.
Yeah, I'm trying to read into it a little bit. So there are a lot of procedural rules that concern the admission of evidence, and we have to follow those rules, and they may seem frustrating to a client or a litigant, but it's important that they are followed so that everything is done correctly in their case. So in the situation where you have like bank statements, they have to be properly proved up or authenticated. That's typically done through the custodian of records for that bank, or they can do what's called a business records affidavit where that custodian of records fills that out and files it with the court. So you can't just hold up a case because of that. You have to file the proper motions in order to get those things admitted into evidence and authenticated for the case.
Interesting. We have just about a minute left. Time for the world's most complicated family law question. This person says, in Texas, is there a way to get a divorce without actually going to court?
So this was a silver lining due to COVID. So now, since COVID, the Supreme Court has allowed us to prove up a divorce or submit the jurisdictional facts that the person has to testify to by affidavit. So it could be possible that if you follow all of the other procedural rules and you file all the proper things, you could get a divorce without ever going to a courtroom.
And this is assuming both sides have reached some sort of, what do you call it, amicable agreement? I mean, that they're not arguing over the house, the car, etc.
Yes, that is the correct assumption. You've reached an agreement.
Okay. Well, Judge, we appreciate your time this afternoon. It's always good to see you and good to get answers to some of these questions.
Good. Glad I can help.
Thank
Thank you.
Folks, if you've got a question for the judge, just go to 12newsnow.com/askthejudge, and there's a form you can fill out right there.